Harper Audio presents How Obama, Congress, and the Special Interests Are Transforming a Downturn into a Crash, a Recession into a Depression, and a Disaster into a Catastrophe, and How to Stop Them. By Dick Morris and Eileen McGann. Read by Peter Ganim. Copyright 2009 by Eileen McGann. Production copyright 2009 by HarperCollins Publishers. Introduction. Take Back Our Country. We are today in the middle of the greatest catastrophe due almost entirely to economic causes, of the modern world. John Maynard Keynes, 1931. It's time to take back our country. Now. It's that simple. It's that urgent. It's time to take it back from President Barack Obama before he fully implements his radical political agenda, one that threatens our liberty, endangers our livelihood, and jeopardizes our very safety and security. Obama has canceled the war on terror and declared a war on prosperity. It's a catastrophe. Make no mistake about it, we now have a socialist in the White House. Barack Obama firmly believes in government control of our major industries, a hallmark of European socialism. Using the global economic crisis as an excuse to revolutionize our economy and institutionalize pervasive and perverse changes masquerading as reforms, Obama wants to change our way of living, working, and even thinking. He's committed to orchestrating an extraordinary redistribution of wealth, significantly raising taxes on those who make more than $200,000 a year, while providing tax credits and other advantages to those who don't. He intends to create a dual tax system. On one side, there will be those who pay an enormous amount of taxes, and on the other, there will be those who pay nothing at all, but are regularly and directly subsidized by the increased taxes of those who do. Think France. Obama plans to expand the role, size, and cost of government vastly, and to regulate each and every aspect of corporate and commercial conduct. It's only a matter of time before political correctness, too, will be legislated, and the policing of acceptable personal conduct will become yet another role of the government. Everything is on the table. Remember that both his Chief of Staff, Rahm Emanuel, and his Secretary of State, Hillary Clinton, have warned that we shouldn't waste a good crisis like the one we're in. Waste a crisis? What do they mean? Well, apparently the Obama administration sees the current atmosphere of economic turmoil and uncertainty as a great opportunity to make sweeping changes that wouldn't otherwise be acceptable to the American public. Changes the American left has been dreaming about for years. So now, under the guise of solving the crisis, Obama can pass and fund just about anything. Just take a look at his nearly $1 trillion stimulus bill and all of the outrageous earmarks that were wedged into it by Congress as the price of passage. And it's not just the economy. Obama has virtually ended the war on terror. His administration doesn't even utter the words. In recent testimony before Congress, Department of Homeland Security Secretary Janet Napolitano actually referred to man-caused disasters, pointedly avoiding the word terrorism. Obama's appointments to the Justice Department have been people who are determined to root out, investigate, and expose not the terrorists themselves, but those who protect us from them. Guantanamo has become a resource center for terrorists. A new one is freed every week. And Obama is reversing our long-term commitment to Israel, and instead giving almost $1 billion to Hamas. Let's face it, his policies are a catastrophe, and we need to stop him. It's also time to take our country back from the Democratic Congress, which has undergone an embarrassing transformation from a do-nothing body into a rubber-stamp annex of the Obama White House. 535 elected officials who didn't even bother to read the details before they authorized almost $1 trillion in stimulus spending that their constituents will have to pay for. A Democratic Congress that, in the middle of the gravest financial disasters since the Great Depression, bargained for billions in additional outrageous earmark spending programs to please their contributors and lobbyist friends, without a look
Sample complete. Ready to continue?